Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Now in this video I'll be solving the following question. Now this question, it requires us to write a Java GUI application that will keep track of users contact list. The application must contain the contact mobile number, work number and email address. Now on the form we need to create a list box that will allow the user to select a contact name which is populated from a text file. Also create a search button that when clicked will display the mobile number, work number and email address. Again, we have to create a sequential file called contacts that contains the data from the following fields. Now the fields are contact name, contact mobile number, contact work number, as well as contact email address. So if I can just scroll down a bit, again it says we should load the data from the contact text file and populate the list box with the contact names. Include a feature to inform the user on the amount of contacts. Okay, now guys, this is a screenshot like the design of the GUI we are going to create, and again this is the structure of the text file. Now in our text file we should have this structure and this information. Okay guys, without wasting any time, let's just go and open our NetBeans. Okay guys, now let's create a Java application. Then let's name it my contacts application, just like that. And then now what I want to do is I want to clean my classes before I start coding, so I'll just remove all the comments. Then I'll zoom in a little bit, just like that. And then what I want to do is, guys, I'm going to create an object for a subclass. So I'll name this class a frame class, and then I'll give it my reference column. It's going to be my F class, and then I'm going to be again name of the class going to be frame class. Then what I'll do is I'll just click on this light above over here just to create a class in package my contacts application. So click on that. Now it just created the subclass for us. So what I'll do, I will do the same thing again. I'll remove all the comments from this class. And now again guys, I want to extend a JFrame, so I want to inherit from a JFrame. So what I'll do from this class, I'll say this class should just extend a JFrame. Then I'll add imports. Then now let's go back to our main class. And then now since we have a objects reference, what I'll do is I'll use this object reference to set the size of the frame, not z but size. There we go. Now for x, I'll say I wanna be size of 450. Then for our y, I'll give it the size of 400. Then what I wanna do again, I wanna see guys, I wanna set the visibility, and then I'll pass the true. Then again, one thing I wanna do is I wanna set the default gonna be a close operation, default close operation. So now these default close operations, we'll get them from a JFrame, which is gonna be exit on close, just like that. Now let's go back to our subclass. Now guys, in this class what I want to do is I want to create a constructor. So it's gonna be public. Name of my class gonna be a frame class, just like that. There you go. And then guys, over here I want to declare my component, and then it's gonna be my J. Let me say I'm gonna declare the labels. I'm gonna be declaring labels. So I'll let them be private since I don't want to use them anyway in my outside classes. So it's gonna be private. I want J labels. Now the first J label that I want to declare is select contact J label. So I'm gonna say it's gonna be select select cont label. There you go. And then let's import add imports to JLabel. Now the second JLabel that I want is gonna be number of contacts label. So I'm gonna say it's gonna be number of contact label. Now again, the other one will be mobile JLabel. Oh come on, gonna be mobile contact label. Then what I'll do is, let me just leave the spaces so that everyone can see. There we go. Then again, I will want the work contact table. Then the last one I think is gonna be email contact label, just like that. And then let's check. It's gonna have 5 labels. So from here, from this GUI they gave us, we have 5. So again, what I want to do is I want to declare my text fields. So what I'll do is I'll just copy these, guys. I'm lazy to type, so I'm gonna copy it from here, then I'm gonna paste it here. Instead of saying labels, I'll just say text field, just like that. Then I'll change this from JLabel to text field. Then let me just add imports, and then now I don't need these ones, I only need 3, just like that. Then now let me just remove this space over here. There we go. Then this one is not a label part, a txt field. So I'm gonna copy that. Then I'm gonna replace my label with txtf, stand for text field. There we go. So now another thing that I want is gonna be my list and my pattern. So with these ones, I'm gonna say here I'll be declaring list and a search. Oh yeah, it's search button. Again, they wanna put it private. Then I'm gonna say it's gonna be J list. I'm gonna name it names contact list. Then I'll say this one, I can just go ahead and initialize it over here. It's gonna be a new J list, just like that. Then again, I want the button, which is gonna be private. It's gonna be J button, just like that. Then this one, I'm gonna call it search button. I can next will go ahead and initialize it. So this one is gonna be J button. Then the name of a pattern is gonna be search. It's gonna be a string. When I say it, I'll call it search. And again, let's go ahead and add imports. So add import on this one and add import on that one. Now here, guys, if you can change our just declaring. So now let's go to a part where we have to initialize. So let me just copy the command as well, take it from here. Then now inside my constructor, I'll just paste everything. Then I'll start with the command. Here I'm not declaring part, initializing all my labels. So I wanna say the first one is gonna be the select JLabel. I'll say this one is going to be my J label, and the name of this JLabel is, it says select, sorry, it's a string, should be a string, it's select contact. Now let's double check. Yep, it says select contact. And then what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna copy this, save time and energy. Then I'm gonna paste it here. This one is gonna be number of contacts. So I'm gonna change this from select contacts to number of contacts. And again, I'll paste it here. Then I'll change this from what we have to mobile contact. Okay, now before I continue the messages, yeah, it just says mobile, not mobile contact, but mobile. Then I'll do the same thing to work as well as emails. So I'll change this to work. Work. Change this to work, and again I'm left with email, not emailed. There we go. Now again I want to initialize my text field. So what I'm gonna do the same thing, but then I'll change this from JLabel to text field. And then what I'm gonna add imports. Oh, they're already there. So now with text fields I don't need to pass anything because I just want them as they are without a text inside. So I'll do the same thing to this one and that one. Then I'll remove the spaces just like that. There we go. Now guys, let's add our components to our frame. Normally what other programmers do, they add all the components in a panel. So at this point I don't see a need of a panel, but then you can add it if you want to. I don't feel like doing it. Okay, now let me say here I'm adding the components to J-frame just like that, and then I'm copy all my components. So now here I'm adding the components, so I'll say these, I'm referring to my J-frame dot I want to add. This is a reference, so I'm referring to my J-frame. I'm gonna add my label. So I'm gonna copy this statement and I'm gonna keep on pasting it, paste it over here, and we come here, I'm gonna paste it, copy and paste. It's faster than typing, so I'm lazy to type and I use copy and paste. It's always the best solution. So then again I'm gonna remove that and I'll remove that. I can't type the same thing over and over again, so I feel like it's a waste of time. So copy and paste, guys, is just the best solution. I'm in love with copy and paste because I'm not good at singing, so yeah, excuse me. Okay, now let's continue. I'm done adding my components. So I wanna add these ones too. I'm gonna copy them, and again I'm gonna be adding, oh, this one is a comment. Here I'll be adding the list and a button on J-frame. It's frame. There we go. Now that I'm having this statement, so I'll copy it, guys, doing the same thing over and over again. So here I'll just remove this private button, but then I'll paste the statement. Oh, I need opening brackets. There we go. So I'll remove again this statement, just gonna close it, put a semicolon. Guys, now I'm done adding my components on my J-frame. So now what I wanna do is I wanna set the location or the position and the size. Where do I want my pattern to be located and the size of them? So what I'm gonna do is, right after declaring, I'll say here I'm positioning the J list. I hope my spelling is correct and I hope it makes sense. So I'll copy all my J labels. No, my J letters. There we go. What's happening now? There we go. Now I'm gonna paste them over here. Now instead of saying these ones, what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna, okay guys, and I think I forgot something, but then I'll go and fix it now. But then it's just a comment though, but then I feel like I have to change it, so I'm adding, not declaring, and then here I'll say what Okay, yeah. So now with this one, guys, I'll say now here I want to say now I want to set a bounds. There you go. Now this set bounds method, guys, it takes 4 arguments. The first 2 coordinates are for positioning, x and y, and then the last 2 are for sizing, the size, the width and the height of your components. So now let's go ahead and comment out the rest so that we can just have this one. I'm trying to get rid of the errors so that I can be able to test. So now with this select contact label, I'll just set it as at 5. I'll move it 5 coordinates towards right, then again 5 coordinates from top, and then I'll give it the size of 100 for x, and then I'll give it the height of 30. So if we can run this application, let's see if we can be able to see our label. Oh, there we go. I'm having this big search button. Now guys, it's because I didn't set the layout of this frame. So here I'll be saying I want to set the layout. Now I want to say this dot, I want to set the layout. Now I want the layout to be nothing, just null. Then again I wanna setting a frame title. So I'll say super, I'll call the super constructor, which is JFrame. Then I'll pass in the title. Now the title that I want, it's gonna be okay. Now let me do this. Let me say this dot, I wanna set the title. Then I'm gonna take a string argument. Now this title is gonna be contact application. That's it. Now let's try to run this again. Let's see if we can see our label. There we go. It says select contact. So now right underneath this label, I'm gonna have a list. But before we do that, let's just set all our labels to the screen. So it's gonna be here. There we go. Now we have this label over here. I want to set the list before I go to another label. So let me just set the list. So since this one they are commented out, it's fine. I'll just copy my list. Where is it? Where is it? Where is my list? God, where is my list? Oh, it's up here. There we go. I'm gonna copy it, hold control and click C. Then now here I'll leave a comment. I wanna say positioning and sizing J list. So I say this J list dot, again I want to set the bounds. There we go. Now guys, I'll use the coordinates of these of this label. Now the only thing that I want to change now is the x-axis. So now I want to set this at let me see, at 50 like that. Then the size of this, I think I should say, let me give it size of 200, which is x, the width, sorry. And then a height, again I will say let it be 200. Now let me just try to run this application and see if I get what I want. Now there we go. I am happy with the size of my list. Again, what I want to do is right underneath this list, I want to display this label. So now again, for this label to be underneath this J list, I'm gonna use the same coordinates for this list. And then what I'm gonna change is the size. Again, the size, I think I should leave it at 200, but then the height, let me just give it a height of 30. And then now the height of my J label is 200. So now let me size position this at 250. I hope it won't be too much. And then let's try to run it. I should be able to see it. That's 100% correct. Now again, from here what I want to add is a button. Now let me just add the button over here. Again, I'll say what? Positioning and sizing. Control V, J, let me say search button. Now the name of my button is search button, so to avoid errors I'm just gonna copy it, go to my comment, let me just paste it. Then now for this one I'll use the coordinates of this label. Now the only thing that I'm going to change is just gonna be the position. So instead of say 250, let me just add another 50 units, which is gonna be 300. And then now let's just stop this application from running, and then let's run it again. Let's see if we can be able to see our pattern. There we go. The size, I think everything now it's in position. That's 100% correct. So now what's left now? I wanna add these mobile work and email labels as well as our text fields. So let's continue from here. Now with these ones, guys, now let me start with my mobile label. Now with this one I'm gonna use the coordinates of my list, which is this one. There we go. Copy that and paste it. The only thing that I'm going to change now is the size. Okay, now for x-axis, now I want to move this thing to 200 and so let's say 4 to 50, but then let's say 240, and then for y it's fine. Then the width, I think it should say 100, and then the height is gonna be 30. And then now let's test it. Stop this from running, and then let's run it again. Mobile contact, there we go, perfect. I'm gonna do the same thing to work label. Use the coordinates of the mobile label and paste them over here. The only thing that I'm going to change, I'm gonna change my y. So from 50 I'm gonna add 50, which is gonna be 100. Do the same thing to email. I'm gonna change it, copy and paste. Then I'm gonna just add 1, which is gonna be 150. And if we can run the application, we should be able to see all our labels. So now right next to these labels I wanna add my text fields. So let's go and copy our text fields, which are these ones. I'm gonna copy everything, Ctrl C. Now where I just added my labels, or now I wanna add, positioning and sizing J text fields, just like that, and I'll paste them. So again I'll say, now for mobile text field, guys, I'm gonna use the coordinates of mobile, it's gonna be 1 2 3, this one. I'm gonna use the coordinates of a mobile label. Now here the only thing that's going to change is just is this a mobile label? Yep, yeah, the only thing that's going to change now, I think it's gonna be the size. I'm gonna add only 50, then I'm gonna again move it to 3, let's say I'm gonna move it at let me just say at 280. Now let me comment these ones out and see if I have the right position or not. Yes, I think I have, but instead of saying 80, let me just go ahead and just say 90. And again, I think I will have to increase the size of these frame. So I'm gonna just add 50, sorry 10, and then now it's gonna be for 60. Added only 10 units. Then with this one I'm gonna copy. Okay, now for work text field, I'm gonna use the coordinates of come on, what's happening? There we go. Okay, now for work text field, I'm gonna use the coordinates of work contacts label. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna paste it over here. Again, I'm gonna change this to 90. Then I'm happy with X and Y. And again, for email, I'm gonna use the coordinates of email label. Let me just remove the comment. Then I'm gonna paste the coordinate. Then this one, I think it should change here to 90. And then we run our application and see if we have all the coordinates on screen. There we go. Now the only thing that I have to adjust is the width from 100 to 150, from 100 to 150. Now I am 100% sure that everything is on point. So again, let's really double check. And now let's look at our GUI design. Everything, I think it's 100% correct. So now guys, one thing that I want to do, I want to create a text file. So from this example, I think they gave us a text file. Now this is the structure of the text file. So now let's just go to our project, then to our application. Now in our resource packages, I want to create a new folder. So now I'm gonna call this folder text files. Then I'm gonna say finish. Now here it's where I'm gonna store all my text files. So let me just go ahead and go to my computer. Let me just say I want to go to music. Then I want to create a new text file. Oh, I think I already created the file. It's called contacts, and then inside this file I've saved all my contacts because they already gave us the data, this one. So what I want to do is, or what I simply did is okay, I just created a text file, and then now inside I added this information. So again, now one thing I want to do is I want to copy this file, or since I won't use it from this folder, I can just simply cut it, go to my project, then inside this folder I'll paste it just like that. Now I have a text file inside this folder. So now I can say everything it's on point. There we go. So now that guys, what I want to do now is I want to create a method that I will use to read from that file. Then I'll use the method to populate my list. So now let's go ahead. Outside the constructor but inside the class, I want to create a method to read from our file. So when I say it's gonna be public, or it can be private, it's fine. I'll leave it as public. It's void, sorry, not void, but then it's gonna be list, since I want it to return something. So this list is gonna hold string values. So let's add imports to our string values. Add imports like that. Then I'm gonna call it read from file. There we go. Now that guys, we are reading from a file. So what I will need now is try and catch statement. So I'll say try, then if we have any exceptions, I want to catch. Exception input output IO. So and then now what I want to do is, if we have any exceptions, I want to display that exception, which I'm gonna use let's use JOption pane since we are in GUI. JOption pane dot show a message dialog. Now for parent component, I'll say it's null. Then what I want to do is I'm going to remove all this junk. Then I'm going to display the message that says the error. Then I'm going to display the IO. Then after that, I want to return a null. There we go. So now we say read from file. This is the method, and then it's giving us an error, but then okay, I'll get back to this one. Now for now guys, I want to read from a file, so I'll say files dot read all the lines. So now I need a path of a file where I wanna read, so I'll say this path dot let me see, path dot, I wanna get the URL which is a path of the file. So what I'm gonna do is I wanna say now this thing I want to return it, so it's gonna return the list of whatever we're going to read from a text file. So now the location or the path of this text file, it's on resources, so I wanna say src. Then in resources there's a folder called text files. It's called text files. There we go, which is this folder over here. So it's gonna be folder called text files, and again inside this folder there's a text file called contacts.txt. There we go. Now before we continue, let's just fix this error over here. I want to use a list, and then gonna be a list value, and then let me say it's public. Then this method, it should return the following. So if I know it won't take a void, but then I want a method that will say change this method to return list, and then this is gonna be what, a string, just like that. And then now what I want to do is guys, I don't want to use this method over here, but then I think it's fine, but then actually I wanted to add imports of this one, so I'll just, for now, let me just leave it as it is. Then what I'll change is I'll change the imports from out to till, then we shouldn't have any error. There we go. Now that since this method is returning a list of data, so now what I wanna do is I wanna populate my list with only the names. But our problem is this method, it returns everything that is in a text file. Now let's go ahead and open our text file. Now if you can check our text file, we have the names of the client's part as well as our contacts. So now we want to only display the names. So now to do that guys, let's just create another method where we populate the list with only the names. So guys, to do that, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna say now, okay, just gonna create a new method. I say method to populate the list with names. There we go. Now this one is gonna be public, but then it's gonna be void since it's not gonna return anything. Then I wanna say a list population, like that. There we go. Now what I'm gonna do is, before we code anything, I would like to call this method right before we do anything, or let me say right after initializing. What I wanna do is I wanna populate the list. Okay, now since we are just initialize the list over here, I think it won't give us any problem. So before we do that, what I'll do is I'll say calling a method to populate a list with names, just like that. Then I'll just call the method over here. Now I'll take this name for our list, and I'll say, scroll a bit. Now again I'll say, now this list, I want to populate it. I want to populate it with what? Now with everything that we are reading from. If I remember now, what we have here, it's gonna return a list of data. So what I'm gonna say, when I say this list dot, I want to set the list data. So now the source of data is gonna be what? Our method. And again I want to take this method, Okay, now I just picked up something, guys. Now remember, a list data method, it only takes in the whole array, so we don't have to specify the index. So what I'm doing here is gonna force us to specify the index. So to avoid it, guys, let's go ahead and create a new array list to hold the names. So I wanna say declaring, let me say declaring array list to hold names. There we go. So now this is gonna be an array. Okay, let's let it be private. It's gonna be array list. Then I wanna say contact names, just like that. It's gonna be a new array list, and again I want this array list to store string values, just like that. And then again here I'll say this array list is gonna store string values. Then let me just go ahead and import to that. So now I want to take all the names from our text file, and again I'm going to use this method. So let me just go ahead and remove this information over here, this one. Now I want to take this contact name. Remember, guys, this is a what? It's an array list. So with this one I want to add only the names from this list, but then I want to take this list and break it into array to array, and then now it's where then I can specify the indexes now. So let's say if I want to add the value that lies in index 0 from our list, then I'll say it's 0. So, and again let me check if this is what I did. So okay, now let me just take everything into brackets so that it can be read as a value, as one value, then and cast it into a string, because I want a string value. I can use this method to cast it, or what I can simply say is I can just simply use the string concatenator. It will still be read as a string. So but then let me just leave it here. And now what again, guys, I don't want to add only the value that lies in index 0, but I want to use a loop. So I'll say for, then I'll say it's gonna be int I want to start at 0, obviously. Then while my I is less than, now I want to get the length of this array or the size of the list, but then I don't have to specify the index. So I want the length dot, I want the length. Then now what I want to do is I want to increment my I by 4. Now guys, the reason why I want to increment my I by 4 now is because, now check, since I'm counting my I, I start counting my I at 0, so I want to take what lies in index 0 and add it into my array list. And now after 4 indexes is going to be what? It's going to be a 0, and then it's going to be 1, 2, 3. Now at 4 I want to add what? I want to add this value, and again I want to skip 4 indexes. Again it's going to be how many? 1, 2, 3. Then again at 4 I want to add what? I want to add whatever value that will be there. So if meaning we can add another contact over here, so meaning after getting this name or this value over here, we're gonna count from that, and then we'll say 1, 2, 3, and then at 4 again we're gonna add that value, and then which would be the name of a contact, and then yeah, we're gonna add it into our contact into our contact names, which is our array list. So here I wanna replace this 0 with I. So now inside our constructor we can just go ahead and or right after here we can just go ahead and add this information into our list. So we can copy that, and I'm gonna say now once we are done here, what I want to do is I want to take this list and I'll say I want to add, I want to set the list data, and this list data is gonna come from my contact names. Copy this and paste it over here, and again I want to take this to an array. There we go. So guys, if we run our application, let's see if we will be able to see our names in the array in our list. There we go. In our list now we have only the names, so we left everything, but then we only took the names. So guys, to test this if it's working, let's just add another contact and see if it will work. So at this point, let me say I'm gonna copy that and paste it over here. I'm gonna change this to Natasha, then the surname, and I say it's gone. Then let's just think of random phone numbers, and I say it's 123 space, and then I'm gonna add that, and then again for this one it's gonna be 067, and this and that. Then there we go, and then for email then I'll be ng, and then we save it, or control click S, we save the file, and we go back to our application. Let's rerun it. Now we should have 3 contacts. Now guys, one thing I want to do is I want to update this JLabel over here. I want to display the total number of contact names that are in our list. So to do that guys, I'll go to my constructor, then where I just initialized that label, which is gonna be this one, I'm gonna copy it, and then let me just say I want to initialize the label over here right after adding, so that not after positioning. So let me just say here what I wanna do is I wanna adding new text to let me say labels. I can't think of anything guys, so I'll say now this dot, I wanna set a text. Now what I wanna do is guys, I don't want to replace the old text with this new information. What I'll do is I wanna copy that, I wanna replace it, I wanna start displaying the old text, then again I want to display the new one. Here guys, I left an error because I wanted to see where I left the cursor. So again, what I want to do is I want to take my array. Now guys, remember, since this array list, it only holds the names, so I'm going to take it, since it only holds the number of, sorry, it holds all the contact names, I want to paste it, and again I want to get, or I want to change this split, so I want to convert this into an array. Then again I want to say I want to get the length, is going to return the length. So if I can run this application, there we go, it says I have how many contacts? I have 3, and there are 1, 2, 3. Now guys, now when we click this search button, depending on what we have selected from this list, we should get the contacts of that person. So to do that guys, now let's go to our button and add action listener. So I'll say now here I'll be adding, this should be a comment, adding search, okay, adding, yeah, I'm saying adding action listener to search button. There we go. So I'll say search button, I hope I typed it correct. There we go, spelling errors. I'll say this dot, I want to call the button, it should be here, oh, it's search button. Now I want to add, in this search button I want to add the action listener, like that. There we go. Now inside this bracket I want to say now new action listener, and I open a method, new action listener, it's a method, and then the body of that method. Then let me just take this thing in the next line so that I can see what I'm doing. And again, now inside this new action listener method, what I want to do, this actually it's an object, So inside this object, what I want to do is I want to implement the action performed method. So I'll just override this method, I'll add import, and then I want to override the action performed method. So now this method is going to respond to our event. So what I'm going to do now, I want to say now, each and every time when I click this button, I want to check first if the list, okay, let me just get the name of our list, which is names contact list. Copy that. Now if this list dot, now I want to get the selected value. If the selected value, if we have the selected value in this list, or let me say the selected value of this list, it's not, only if it's not equals to a null, then I'll do something else. We didn't select anything and we just clicked this button without selecting any name from that list. I'll say now display the message. I'm gonna tell the user using J option thing, I wanna show the message. Then for parent component, I'm just pressing it now value. Then I'll say now please select the name from the list before you click the search button. Okay guys, let's test if we can call this method. So if we can run our application now, for now I'm not going to select anything from here. Now if I click search, it says what, please select the name from the list before you click the search button. Okay, then if I select something, nothing it's going to happen because it's reading our else statement. So now let's go ahead and display something if we click this search button where else we selected a name from the list. So what I'm going to do is now, okay, let me just leave a comment and I'll say if statement to check if the name is selected from the list. You see that? Okay, now let's say for example we select something from the list and then we click the button. So what's gonna happen is, first thing first, I wanna get the value. So from this list, I wanna get the selected value. I wanna say this, but I want to get the selected okay, I should have done this because it's here already. I wanna get the selected value. Control C, Control V. Yeah, and then now according to what we've selected from this list, now I'm adding extra brackets. Then again I'll add a semicolon. Now according to what we've selected from the list, now in this list, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna say now according to what we selected from the list, and again we have another list that is having this information straight from a text file. So I want to take this to an array, then I'll say now this should be a method, dot, and then I want to get the index, or let me say from this file I want the index. Now from this list I want the index of that name. Now let's say for example guys, remember now this statement is going to return a what, a name of a selected name from the list. Now according to that name I want to get its index from this list. So now meaning this whole method is going to return a what, an index number of this name over here. Where is this value lying in this list? So let's say this value is, for example, let's say the name we selected from the list is gonna be Joe blocks, so meaning this statement is going to return the value of what, of 0. And again, let's say this name we've selected from the list, it's Natasha comes, so meaning this statement is going to return the value of Natasha comes lies in index what, going to be 0 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. So Natasha comes lies in index number 8. So in this statement is going to return the value of what, the value of 8. Now what I want to do, guys, is again, now from that index I just want to take all my text fields, these ones, there we go, I'm going to copy that. Now I want to say, now according to the value that we are returning, so now to these text fields I want to add, so I want to set, but I want to set the text. Now the text that I want to set is, now from this index we say, guys, this one, remember now this thing is going to return a number, right? So when I say, now let's say this is int, then I'll say it's index number, it's equals to that. So now I'm gonna use this index number, guys, then I'm gonna add 1 into it, because I wanna get what follows or what's underneath this index. So but then now what I wanna do is, from this index I wanna add 1, which let's say it's, let's say we said Natasha comes, so meaning here when I have the value of 8, so from index 8 we want to add 1, and then when I have what, 9. So what lies in index number 9 is what, it's the contacts of Natasha comes. So meaning now from this list, now from this list when I take this into an array, and again we want this specific index, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to say, now from here this should be a bracket, then from here I want this index. So what lies in index number 9, which is going to be what, the first contacts for Natasha comes. So with this one I think we need something more like a bracket. So if I can say this one will be that, when I return a number, this to array. Yeah, I think there's something missing here. Okay, now let me do this. This from file to array, let me just say toop, okay, dot to array, that. Then let's say I want to display the first value. Oh guys, this thing is a string, it should return a string. So what I wanna do is I wanna say, come on, take everything back, there we go. We were here, and then what I wanted to do is say, okay, now I want to get this index, change everything into a string. And again, guys, from this index, now for this one again I want to set, for work text field, again for work text field I want to set the text, and from what I have I want to paste it over here. But then this time, guys, I don't want to add 1, but then I'll add number 2. So let's say like this statement, it returns the value of 8, and then which Natasha lies in index what, 8. So if we add 1 from what we have here, when I read what lies in index number 9, which is going to be these correct numbers, then here since we add 2, so that will be 8 plus 2, which is going to be 10. So from 8 9 10, when I read what lies in that index. So again we're going to do the same thing for email, but this time we're going to add 3. Then if we can just move this thing a bit, then I'm going to say this dot, I want to set the text, there we go, and then I'm going to paste that. Then this time I don't want to add 1, but I want to add the value of 3, like that. And then now, guys, if we can run our application, I think our function, it will work. Okay, now let's say for example we select job logs and we click search. Now we have the contacts, mobile contacts for job logs, and then we have the work, and we have an email, GP is for job logs. Now let's select Natasha, and then we click search. Again we have the values for Natasha. It's NG. And again guys, we can just double check this. Open my text file. Then let me see. Yes, for mobile contacts we have 072 232, and then we have 1234, and then 1234. That's it. I think it's working. So guys, to double check, let me just add another user or another contact. So this time, let's say I'll just add I can't think of a name, guys. Okay, let me say I can add Emmanuel. Then I'll change the set name to Romez. I don't know if it exists or what, but then I'll just add that. Then let me just think of random numbers. Then these ones are contacts, and I say that, and then again I wanna go over here and do that, and I'll do this. Then I'll change these to ER. Then let's go ahead and save it. Then let's rerun our application. Now if you can check, guys, it updates our list as well as our number of contacts. So now if you can click or select Emmanuel Romez, and then we click search, now everything in what it updates. So guys, that's it for this video. I think we are done. If you have any questions, guys, feel free to leave a comment, and then feel free to ask questions, and don't forget to subscribe and share this video. And yeah, thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed a lot and you've learned a lot from this video. So yeah, I'll see you on my next videos. Cheers.